Hey guys, Noah here, back with another review. This is the first of probably 3 of these Avengers reviews. But this is a LEGO 2018 Avengers Wave set 76125 Iron Man Hall of Armor with 524 pieces and a recommended age of 7 and up. So, yeah, this is the box. You can see all 6 of the minifigures there, and the art on this looks great, especially our main man Igor up there. What a great meme that was. Yeah, you can see just the Hall of Armor there. On the side, you've got the you've got this nice graphic of some of the Avengers there. It looks pretty cool. The other side, it's the same thing but in Lego, so that's also cool. On the back, some more art of the set. See Igor jumping into battle with a stacked version and Iron Man using a jetpack, because that makes perfect sense. And then just some more graphics of stuff you can do with the set. The other side is some things. Top has the size reference, which is the Mark 50, and some other stuff. And then on the bottom, it's just, the legal stuff. And then that's it for the box. And comes with 2 instruction booklets. So you get one, I guess, medium-sized one, and then one smaller one. So those are good. I'll just put them there. And then behind that, you've got the set. Okay, so here are the minifigures. You get 2 Outriders, the Mark 1, Mark 5, Mark 41, and the Mark 50. So for the Outriders, you get the most basic version of them, the one that came in the Infinity War sets, and also you get 2 in this set, so that's fun. I like the torso print here. It's nice and detailed, and the head print is also nice. If we remove the nice piece on the back, we can see how all those arms are attached. It's a new neck brace that came out last year. The back of the torso is there. It still looks pretty nice, and then the back of the head is also nice. There's no leg or arm printing, but that makes sense. We didn't really get a very good look at these guys throughout both Endgame and Infinity War. So then we come to the Mark 1, which this has been a set that has been wanted from the community for a while now, and I know I'm a bit late with this video, but I recently got this back in May, so. But yeah, I like this figure. The mask here is the Invincible Iron Man helmet, reused. Hold on. Alright, as I was saying, this is the 2017, maybe, Invincible Iron Man helmet from the Detroit Steel Battle, whatever it was, with Justin Hammer and Agent Coulson. But I like how it looks here. It looks nice. It works. I mean, these things on the side aren't accurate, but they used existing pieces. They could have used like a welder's mask or something and just modified that, but they didn't. So then the rest of the figure is pretty great. If we can put this back on there. The arc reactor looks nice, and then it says, it's got some numbers right here on the chest plate there. Then all the detailing on the legs. I'm so happy that all of these Iron Man figures have leg printing on this set, because Lego's been kind of lazy with that recently. On the back looks even nicer, more detailed. It says Stark Industries or something like that, and then we've got all these wires and pumps and tanks and stuff. I would have liked it if he had arm printing for like the flamethrowers, but that's, understandable. Maybe some side leg printing would have been nice too, but you're already getting 6 minifigures in this set. So, and then next we have the suitcase armor, or Mark V. Now this is the first one to have the opening mask feature, which has been around since 2012. So this is one of my favorite armors just in general because of how it looks and how it was used in Iron Man 2. I mean, it wasn't used a lot, but it was still in there. So the back printing looks nice. There's just a clear head in all of these suits except for the Mark 50, and we'll get into that in a second. The leg printing here again is nice. The chest printing is, nice. The face print is good too. So yeah. Then we've got Mark 41 Bones. I like this. Again, he's got a clear head and an opening faceplate. I like all the. This might be my favorite minifigure in this set because of all the intricate detailing here on the chest and the legs and the feet aren't very detailed, but it's understandable. The faceplate is nicely printed with these lines here. Then on the back you've got more intricate detail, and I really like this figure. So yeah, there's Bones, and then we've got Mark 50, who has, I believe this was the first Iron Man in a set to have the blue eyes for the mask. So it's got these little details to represent indents, which look nice, and then the front chest piece is very well detailed, and then the legs and the feet and the back, it's all the same. I like all the little blue spots for the arc reactors. This is the only Tony Stark head in this, and it comes with an alternative hairpiece that you can put on if you want to. It's the Sleepy hairpiece in black, which is okay. I do like the new face for Tony that came out last year for the Infinity War and Bricktober pack. Then on the back side he's got a HUD detail for when he's in the suit, which I really like. So yeah, there is the Mark 50. Okay, so here is the rest of the set with all the minifigures on it. So we're going to start with Dummy, which is the first thing you build. Now this is a nice, build for him. I like that he has the cap on. It's reminiscent of Iron Man 3. Really, this whole set is reminiscent of Iron Man 3, but he's got a fire extinguisher for, the flames that you can see back there. The studs on the side all roll because they're using the Technic blue pins with a stud connection on the end. And then these are articulated so that you can move that, but it's honestly just so that you can move this part here. He's got this movable piece here, and then this droid arm here at the end. So yeah, then you can just angle that however you want. So he can go over there now. You also build these at the same time. They're just 2 pieces, cone, a 2x2 cylinder plate with a fire piece attached to it, so that you can, set the Hall of Armors on fire. Now, coming to this part, we can... Oh, great. Alright, as I was saying, we've got this part to detach. It's a little desk with 4 monitors on it, and on here you can see they're all on trans blue pieces. You can angle these a bit or bring them up or down or something. This one says system error intruder alert, and it shows an outrider with a Iron Man mask there. This one has, what does that say? Blocked collar, and it has what appears to be Coulson, which is, I believe, from either Iron Man 3 or the Avengers. And then this one has kind of a keyboard design with the number 15 up there for some reason. Then this has Jarvis on it. And there is no keyboard on that comes with this set. The printed piece that represents a keyboard, but it's chair dust swivel. You can turn it. You can even turn it all the way around if you want, but have it like that too. And it also has that red mug. You get 2 red mugs in this set, which is probably gonna make City fans happy, you know, since it's everywhere in those sets. But yeah, it's on this little 4x8 plate with some nice pieces and a axle there, and I can connect to this piece here, which if we remove from the rest of the set, we can take a look at the suit up gantry, and it's also reminiscent of Iron Man 3. We're gonna take Mark 50 off of there, and but it just has this trans blue piece instead of the what should be kind of just flat gray piece, but that doesn't really matter. These robotic arms on the side are nice. They're on ball joints at the source, so you can angle those however you want. They bend here, they bend there. They can go back and forward like that. This one is built differently. It's longer so that you can, I guess, get to higher places with it. But it also has one of those Technic connectors so that you can plug it in to there, right there. But you can just connect these two together. It's kind of how I have it on my shelf, but anyway, now we can take a look at the full set. Oh wait, I misspoke. How could I forget the very cool radar dish that only bumps up the piece count? Yay. It's nothing special. It's really kind of bland, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, here's the actual set, and we're gonna take the Outriders off of there. We're gonna go through each and every one of these, even though they are not unique. Well, most of them aren't, so we're gonna start by moving things out of the way. Over here, it starts with a ladder, and right next to the ladder is a little, I guess, blender, maybe? It's got 2 studs in there, one lime green and the other bright pink. It's got the other red cup on there. I like this build, except for the fact that it's not very sturdy on there. It's a single stud connection with a 1x1 round tile with a bar piece sticking vertically out that connects it to this 1x1 headlight brick. So, see there, it just goes there, and then you can add it there. This spot here with the stud shooter and the blade thing, I believe these are supposed to be some of Tony's nano weapon modifications to the Mark 50. So you can take this here. Oh, sorry about that. Take this here. It's a stud shooter. We should all know how these work, but if you don't, bam, and that's gone forever. But yeah, you just press down on this gray piece and it shoots. So you can just take that out of his hand, and then you've got this. I think this originated with Chima, maybe, but I'm not certain. I believe this is supposed to be like the nano blade that he has when fighting Thanos, but it's not red. It's just trans blue, and it looks pretty bad. I remember, didn't they use either this exact piece or a similar piece in the Hulk Buster from 2015 for Scarlet Witch's powers? Because that made sense, since they're red. But Yay. Then on this one, you've got the spot for a Iron Man mark. This one is the same except for the fact that it has a sticker on the other side, which we'll get into. This is the jetpack from the cover that Iron Man definitely needs to fly, so if we can just let him fly now, that'd be great. You can do that by taking off the head and the helmet and then applying this. And as we all know, Iron Man cannot fly without his trusty jetpack. That looks more like what would be on the Mark 1, but there you go. You got his jetpack and he can fly now. Oops. Here is Bones Spot. These three all have very nice stickers on them. Bones can go off. I'm gonna have to start curving this. Okay. This spot is empty. This spot has a wrench on it, or a tool spot. And then this has what seems to be a ladder, which I kind of like this build. Then it has some more, some nice plating and pieces. And then it has Tony Stark's hair. So he was bald this entire time, and we were tricked by him wearing a wig. That makes sense. Alright, so what I haven't gotten into is the modularity of this build. So if I raise this up, we can all take a good look at it, because it's pretty cool and it allows you to be able to get more than one. Well, I mean, you could always get more than one, but it makes it feel like it's something special to have more than one. So you can just stack them on top of each other if you want. There's the reason this ladder is here. Yay. Now let's talk about those stickers I mentioned. So here we go. This was in the suitcase armor spot. It says House Party Protocol status standby. You can see certain armors. I believe that is the Silver Centurion. Maybe Heartbreaker's there. I don't know that one. That's the suitcase armor. Red Snapper maybe. So that's cool. Here is Mark. Mark 25 maybe. Striker. Looking nice. If we got this armor in the set, I would have been happy, because it's a new mold. They have it designed and everything, but they didn't produce it. And then this one is Mark 5 suitcase. So there we go. I don't know. These armors kind of look weird because they don't have necks. They don't have gaps in between the necks and the head, like you can see there. Kind of feels like he's kind of hunching forward or something, but anyway, now that that's over, we can go and talk about the greatest build ever put in a Lego set. Here we have Igor. One of my personal favorite Iron Man suits. Done completely in justice. Yeah, okay. He's got a beer belly, and he's got to be hunched forward, because if not, his head isn't level to the ground, and then his forearms are too big, and his legs are too wide at the end, and then this kind of comes out of nowhere, and then his head is too square, and it doesn't move right. But at least you can fit a figure inside. You can take Iron Man, any figure, honestly. You can just fit him inside him. Close that up. Then you've got Igor. He has quite a bit of articulation. His arms can go all the way around. They can go out that far and in that. Hold on. In that far. His elbows can bend in that far and back that far. Now you can go out that far and in that far. You can kick forward that far, kick back farther, and then he does have kind of a swivel there due to ball joints, and then I forgot to mention there, that's a swivel. You can bend his leg that far back, that far forward, then he does have toe articulation to alter his stance. And, oh, how could I forget, his fingers, they can all move individually. So, if you want to put his hand in a weird pose like that, you can. Also, his head can look up. Oh, wait. No, it can't. Did I forget to mention his ball joint here? So that you can misalign his stomach easily. Almost like it was trying to be able to make him look in different directions, but he can only look forward. His poor existence should be destroyed. And luckily, it was. Yeah, I got 2 of this set, and then I took one of the Igors and rebuilt it into this guy. He's smaller than a big figure, I believe, and much lighter too. I'm really proud of this. I didn't know I could build something that looked this great. Aside from the Green Ninja mech, which I built from the Green Ninja Mech Dragon from the LEGO Ninjago movie line. This was fun to build. I spent like 5 hours on it trying to figure out how to do everything. Now we can actually look all the way around. He can look down, he can look up a bit, not as much as, you know, our big boy back there. And arms can go all the way around, they can go out, they can go in, they can bend all the way this time because I made them very in the sort of way that I didn't know I could. He can kick forward a lot, he can kick back more, he can bend at the foot / knee, then he's got pivot there, he can rotate. I'm really proud of this. Oh, also, you can move these flaps more. I just think this is better. Like, I get why they made him this chunky and whatnot, but it's really not that great. Actually, it's a crime against humanity that this was ever made. It should be burned. But I won't, because I like looking at it and laughing every few minutes, so yay. So here it is, in comparison to our new buddy, Igor 2. Yep. Much shorter, much more elegant, less, you know, chunky. So, they both have a hard time standing, I find, but, you know, he can just rest now. It's all over, he can rest now. That's what Pepper would say, you know? Ha 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 ha, oh wait. Oof, too soon? But anyway, here's Mark 50 next to it. You can see it's still a bit big, but it's better than whatever that monstrosity was. Because scale doesn't matter, does it? Anyway, since I mentioned that I already had 2 of this set, we're going to knock off these bits here. And let's see if I can get this all stuck down. There we go. You can make a wine cellar, which I believe is the actual term used for the Hall of Armor in Iron Man 3. Cool. Alright, so for a thing that didn't really appear in the movie at all, this endgame set is pretty great. Except for this thing, but I remedied that with my own, so he can go running. Yay. He can go try to get those Outriders, and then we see Iron Man up there with his trusty jetpack fighting off with his gun and his sword. He's going to take down those creatures. So, for all the junk that's in the set, like this and this and these 3 items, maybe the smoothie thing, it's a pretty great set. I really like this one. For my first Marvel set in a very long time, since like 2015, this is a good set. I like it. Was it 2015? When did the Spider-Man, Sandman, Rhino battle thing come out? That was like 15 or 16, right? I don't know. Anyway, oh crap, I forgot a feature. Alright, so, just gonna ignore everything here. We're gonna move it. Move it. And then we can turn around the entire thing. There's another spot here. It's advertised as being a spot for this to go in, primarily. Then you can curve this around it if you want to. Looks pretty dumb, but there you go. Yay. Feature over. Alright, I'm gonna go put this set back on the shelf. Maybe, yeah, I'll probably do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.